Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. Put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. That's caught. It's White. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The screen, he can go. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking for space, it's White. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Trojans are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds his man, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you throw into running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here's the give off the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Brown. Still on his feet. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. fighting off the defender. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's White. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's White. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line
some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's White. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Buys a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off. You did a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Direct snap. Got a little space. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Wants to to fire on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's White. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The screen, and watch out. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Brown. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCutcheon. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
On the option. Going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Texas, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Floats it out in space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He has the first and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Trojans getting set on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the run, it's Overton. Got enough for the first. Looking for room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some strength. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to...
Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
to extend the lead.
33, Texas 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Manning. That's caught. It's Lockett. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Fires it incomplete.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means...
Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is...
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They will get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for room, it's White. Runs runs through it, and he runs through another one.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Rush is on him. He'll try to do it himself. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Brings it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mayava. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on? Oh, and catch for the first down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down off the Heisen, they should be able to kneel this one out. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now that I think even more so,